Welcome to the Affiliated Construction Specialist Measure video. This video will guide you step by step to measure your store. Enjoy the video. We've brought you to this Rent-A-Center in Pontiac, Michigan to show you how to properly measure this store. This is ACS installer Fred Wilson. He'll be demonstrating how to measure this store for you today. Before you get started, please read your contractor packet very carefully. These pages will guide you step by step in exactly what we're looking for when you measure your store. One of the most crucial steps in the measurement process is taking good photos for us to look at. First thing you need to do is take the marker and a blank piece of paper, write your store number on it, and place it in the shot of each picture you take. This will help us not get confused with your store between other people's stores. Begin by taking your drawing sheet, the sheet you see here. Using a straight edge and a pen or pencil, draw out the storefront, including windows, doors, obstructions, exit signs, and any other pertinent information that we would need to know. As you can see here, Fred is finishing up his drawing page. This is ideally what we're looking for. He has clearly drawn out all the windows, the doors, exit sign, knee walls, and everything that we would possibly need to see in a drawing page. The next sheet you'll need is the ID page. That is the page shown here. The first thing you want to do is fill out all the lines on the right. This will take care of the store address, the store number, the color, and the number of windows that are in your store. It's finally time to start measuring your windows. Starting from left to right, when you're looking from the inside of the store, measure your windows height first by width. As you can see here, Fred is measuring from 1 million to the next on the inside. Then write down your measurement. Then proceed to the next window and measure it the same way and record your information just like before. As you can see in this clip, we will zoom in so you can see exactly where you need to take your tape measure to. You want the inside of the mullion. Always be sure to measure to the closest eighth of an inch. As you can see here, 84 1/4. This clip shows you exactly where you need to be placing your tape measure for each measurement you take. You can now start to measure the remainder of your windows and record your numbers. Be sure not to miss any windows. If you look closely here, you can see that the window on the right has a mullion on the top, whereas the window on the left does not have a mullion. What you want to do here is make sure that you note on your page the difference in the size of the windows. This is just one of many of the issues that are out of the ordinary that you may find in your store that you must look for. As you can see here, Fred is going back to his drawing page and putting this discrepancy onto it. This will help us make sure all your grids line up for all your windows. As you can see here in the video, the left side of grid number 1 does not have a mullion. It just runs into a brick wall. This must be noted on the paperwork that will be fastening into the concrete brick. On the reverse side of the store, you can see that the right side of the final window runs into drywall. There's also no mullion here. This must also be noted so we know to use drywall screws here to fasten the grids properly. It is now time to begin measuring the door. This is the only door in this store, but many stores may have more than one. As you can see here, Fred is pointing to the front face of the mullion. This is the section of mullion that needs to be clear of any and all obstacles. As you can see here, on the right side, there is a hidden camera mounted on the face of the mullion. This will have to be moved for our product to be installed properly. On your door page, this next circled section is going to deal with measuring your doors. Most doors are either a double door or a single door and fall under the category of a standard size. A standard double door is 72 by 84 and a single door is 36 by 84. If your door is otherwise, we will deal with that in a later section. Remember, for our product, a set of double doors is considered one door. You can see here, Fred is measuring his door. You want to start on the inside part of the mullion, as you can see here, and he measures to the inside of the other side of the mullion. As you can see here, 72 inches. That is a standard size for a double door. For the height on the door, measure from the floor up to the inside of the mullion, where you can see Fred pointing right here. As you can see, it is 84 inches, which is a standard size. Write a 1 in underneath 6-foot door, 72 by 84. If your door does not measure 72 by 84 or 36 by 84, it is considered custom. You'll use this section to note all custom doors. This next section is going to deal with the extension jambs that are going to be needed to install your door into your store. The next question deals with the door closer. We need to know if the door closer is less than 4.5 inches. As you can see here, Fred is measuring the door closers and they are 12 inches. So the answer to this question is going to be no. We will be supplying you with parallel door closers to fit with your door. What size extension your store requires is based on a store-to-store basis. If there is no obstruction near your door, we use a 4.5-inch extension, as you can see here in the photo. If there is an obstruction in your store, such as a wall, a knee wall, or a soffit, or any other kind of obstruction you may run into, we have a 14-inch extension that will clear the obstruction completely. In some cases, your store may have an obstruction that is more than 12 inches into the store. If this is the case, we have to make a custom size extension. When this happens, write into the custom line the size of the obstruction and how many are needed. Does your store have any walls, knee walls, or any other obstructions on or around your front door? If the answer is yes, please specify in the first question in this section. As you can see here, Fred does have a wall in his store. This brick wall is an obstruction that we will have to deal with our extension jambs. He's measuring to see if it is going to be in the way. The answer to this store is yes. So for this store, you will mark a 1 under the line used for a 14-inch extension. This next section deals with door closers. Double doors have 2 door closers and single doors have 1. Please note how many closers you'll need on the sheet of paper under the section door closers needed, and also circle whether your store needs silver or bronze closers. As you can see, this store has standard closers that are 12 inches. The only time your store will not need our parallel closers is if your store has internal closers or the store already is equipped with parallel closers. The next section of the door page deals with the hood installation. The hood of the door is large and needs space to be installed. First, measure from the floor to the ceiling, as you can see Fred doing here. This measurement must be at least 103 inches or you will need a bigger extension. If the answer is yes, circle Y next to overall clearance height, 103 inches. Next, you must have 6 inches of clearance on both sides of the door, or you need an extension. We already know this door has a wall in the way, so we circle N next to overall clearance width, 84 inches. The question dealing with overall clearance means checking that there are no exit signs, sprinklers, or any other obstruction hanging directly above where the door will be. The hood comes out 18 inches plus the size of the extension needed. In this store, it'll be 18 inches plus 14 inches for the extension, for a total of 32 inches. This store has the needed clearance, so circle yes here. The last and final section on the door page deals with checking off whether there's electronics, sensors, exit signs, or broken glass in your store. These types of things will help us in our installation process, and we'll know what to look for. Just like with taking measurements, start your photos from left and work right into the store. Make sure you get a picture of all the windows, the doors, and any obstructions that you may have mentioned in your paperwork. The better and clearer your pictures are, the easier it will be to put your store into production. When you have taken a picture of all the windows and the doors, you need to step back as far as you can into the store and take a shot of the whole storefront. Also, please step outside and take a shot of the storefront from the outside as well. Measuring a store can be very confusing. If you do have any trouble, don't hesitate to call me anytime. I will help you through any problems you may have. Thank you for watching the video.